Hello, my fellow idiots, and welcome to episode 2 of Starlord. In this episode, we're going to be looking at how to initialize a Git repository within your project folder, as well as creating the npm package, I can't remember what it's called. It's not package.json? I don't know. We're going to be creating that. And we're also going to be looking at how to use the gitignore file, as well as creating the actual application. And then episode 3, we'll be looking into actually starting to put some code down by installing the required packages and whatnot. So, first things first, want to open up your project folder, right click, and if you did what was in the previous episode, which you can click here to go watch, click open with code, and that will open Visual Studio Code with the folder as the project folder. So as you can see here, Starlord. And basically what you can do is right here, toggle terminal, which is control apostrophe. Yeah, go away. Right, now that's loaded up. To initialize a Git repository, it's just simple git init, and boom. Now, if we were to go to the Starlord folder, you now have a .git file, and that's if you've enabled the option to see hidden files. And now, the fun bit: npm init. Let this do its thing. Now, you could have put like -y on the end, and well, dash or minus, whatever it's called. It is what is called package.json. I was right. Okay, let's see. But press here anytime to quit. Package name Starlord. That is what the bot is called. So yes. Version, I like to start at 001. Description, bot dedicated. I'm probably spelling this all crap because I'm an idiot. A bot dedicated to starring community fave. I'll edit this in post. Community fave messages within a Discord server. Entry point index.js. Yep. Test command. Git repository. There isn't any yet. We can edit that later. Keywords: bot, starboard, Discord, Starlord. Author: York, an idiot's guide. License: MIT. Yes. And that has now created a package file. Now, that's new. Go away. I don't like new. Okay, so let's see. This is probably going to be a very fucking quick episode. But now in your root folder, you want to right click, new file, .gitignore, and it'll create an ignore file. Now, whatever file names you put into this file and save will not be uploaded to GitHub. It will not be uploaded to GitHub. So, what you want to do is put your config file where you put all of your API keys, including your bot token. We're not repeating this bullshit again. So, I like to call my JSON file with all the API tokens, I like to call mine config. And to demonstrate the difference between package.json and the now included config.json within the gitignore file, if I was to create config.json, you'll notice it is grayed out. That's because the gitignore file is telling Git not to upload it. This is like one of the basic things you can do to prevent your tokens from being leaked online. And I'm going to add a couple more things, such as your node modules folder. There is actually quite a number of repositories that I have seen that have actually uploaded the node modules folder, and it's like, what the hell are you thinking? But we won't upload the config.json file, we won't upload the modules file, and if you're doing something with a database, you probably don't want to upload your own database. So if we're doing database stuff, I'll say we'll do a folder called data. So now, anything in the folder of node modules will not be uploaded. Anything in the folder called data will not be uploaded. Config.json will not be uploaded. I mean, you could even go one further and do star.json. And any file that has the JSON extension will not be uploaded to GitHub. And that's basically it for the most basics of security for uploading your code publicly. So you won't accidentally leak your bot token. And let's move on with the tutorial. So we've got our gitignore, we've got a JSON file. Now to make it valid, we've got to do this. Okay, now it's a valid JSON file. And we have the package.json. We won't be installing any modules today, or I should say in this particular episode, because I just want this to be straight up, get everything sorted. Actually, there is another file that you should create, but I'm not going to go too in-depth with this, because I'm probably just going to grab the contents from one of my other projects. What you want to do is a eslint.json file. I can't remember if that's the actual name of it. It probably isn't. Probably is not, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it at that for the file, but it's supposed to be eslint something. I will put a text like here when I find the actual correct terminology or the correct file name for this. But let's get on to making the actual application. So you want to log into Discord, go to discordapp.com/developers/applications. But I don't know if that last / is required. But when you get to a page that looks like this, click New Application and give your application a name. Since this is going to be a project for Starboard and the title of the entire season is Starlord, why not create Starlord? And this is where I'm going to put a cut in, because I cannot remember where the fuck I put Starlord's avatar. So, alright, I now have found the icon. So you want to give your bot an icon. I'm going to slap Starlord on it, and that is a very sexy icon. I can't remember where I got it from, but I did not make this. I'm just using the icon. Want to click... Oh, you can't click off this page until you click save. I didn't realise that. Description is optional. If you want to put your bot on like certain bot listing websites, basically you can put a description on it, and I think some websites will try and pull it. Save changes. Now we go to the bot page, and it's now build a bot. Add, yes, do it, Starlord, blah blah blah. We'll uncheck that for now, because we don't want them to... You don't want random people to invite it. But yeah, that is the application done. You can basically pick... Can you... No, you can't change that. You can like regenerate tokens, you can click to reveal, this, that, and the other. We will be showing a token in the next episode, but it'll be invalidated immediately. But that is pretty much it for this episode. I know it's a short and sweet episode compared to the last one, but we have literally got your repository set up as a Git repository. We've got npm installed with a package. We've got the gitignore file created, and it's ignoring your JSON file. As I said, I'm going to put a lower third explaining what the name of this file should be, because I know for a fact the name of this file is absolutely 100% wrong, because the icon is completely different. So, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. If you enjoy the content, please hit that subscribe button. If you want to get notified whenever I upload, hit the bell icon and click full notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.